Yo guys, it's Mr. Exploit, and in today's video we have a bunch of things to talk about, including Vault, Wave, Potassium, Hydrogen, and an update that Roblox has done recently regarding server authority. So there's a few things to talk about. We're going to get started with Vault. So I went on vacation on Friday. I caught a flight to Spain for a few days. I got back yesterday. And the last video that I posted a few hours before I got on the plane was ARPGG returns as Vault. I've read the comments, I've seen what you guys have said, and apparently Vault did exit scam. Now, I was in a different country, I had no access to my computers, so I've only just caught up with everything that's gone on. It turns out that something happened with the Vault Discord server. It kicked everybody out the server. It seemed like the entire server got deleted. I'm not sure if it was deleted by Discord. I'm not sure if it got reported. I don't know what happened. Everyone was screaming exit scam. Everyone thought that things were happening. And apparently the API went down as well. This is what made people very suspicious. So the Vault website, vault.bz, the API for this was also down. Now, at the time of recording this video, the Discord server has came back. At 10 AM this morning, I was added back to the Vault Discord server, and if you check the API subdomain for the main Vault website, it is back online. So does this mean that Vault is coming back and that it was just some kind of technical issue that they had? I don't know. There's a few screenshots and conspiracies that started going around. I'm going to put them on the screen now. This was apparently, I'm not sure how real these screenshots are, by the way. I found them on a Vermilion thread, so take this with a grain of salt. We're just simply speculating here, and I will post whoever posted these on Verm. I can't remember right now while I'm recording, but this is an alleged lawsuit or subpoena or something, some kind of legal action that was taken against the Vault domain name, and apparently it was seized. Now, if you do check the name servers, it did say that it has Roblox name servers, which, you know, these are the official Roblox domains. I'm not sure what is going on, guys. Like I said, it's a very confusing situation. Now, what makes this very interesting to me is, let's just take a second to step back. So on these images right here, the guy that posted these images says that it translates to March 2025. Now, he doesn't see any connections with the March 2025 date. He's actually confused, saying that why would Roblox take action in March 2025 and we only just see the results now in December. This is very interesting to me because you guys know Gogo1000. He's a very popular person in the community. He's one of the most well-known reverse engineers. He's been in the community for a long time, and he was rumored to be behind the emulator, the Hyperion emulator that ARP actually uses. So a lot of people thought that he was associated with Krampus and ARP and obviously Vault now. So you're probably thinking, Mr. Exploit, where is the connection between March the 25th and Gogo1000? This is where the connection is. If you head over to his Vermilion account, you can see that the last time he was online was March 2025. And at this time period, there was a rumor going around that he was contacted by the Hyperion dev team. So this is very interesting, and the sources that I got my information from are people that are close to Gogo. I'm just simply saying that it kind of does make sense to me. You know, that could be a real possibility that Gogo1000 definitely was involved, because it's very suspicious that he was last seen active on Vermilion March 2025, and this guy said that this case translates to March 2025. So I just thought that was really interesting. Maybe it has no connection at all. Like I said, we're playing detectives right now. We've got all our tinfoil hats on, and I just made a simple connection up with that. So if we check the name servers right now for vault.bz, I don't know if it's been changed recently, because obviously I wasn't home on my computer to actually check if the Roblox name servers were real. But this is what the name servers are right now. They've switched back to Cloudflare, so it seems that the domain will be revived again. The API is back online, like I just said. So moving on to another piece of interesting information that further connects Gogo1000 with Vault, or, you know, just cements his legend in the community itself. This is something that only reverse engineers would have found, people that use IDA to reverse engineer Roblox. So this was basically included in the Vault/ARPS replaced hype.dll. So if you were reverse engineering Roblox player.dll while you were using Vault, this is what you would have seen. So it says right here, the tale of the Bulgarian gopher, and this is very interesting because I've seen people use that username for Gogo1000 before. You know, the people that have spoke to him in the past, they have referred to him as the Bulgarian gopher. So Atrexus, I don't know what's going on. I've heard Atrexus use that name for him before. Is Atrexus behind Vault? I don't know. I speak to Atrexus myself, so Atrexus, if you're watching this video, I'm sorry for putting you into the conspiracy, bro, but I'm sat here, I've got no information to go on. I'm just conspiring right now with the tinfoil hat, like I said. So sorry, Atrexus, for putting you in this. But we are going to move on to another topic right now, which does also involve Atrexus. So this thread was made on Vermilion. It's since been deleted, unfortunately, so I can't show you guys who posted this or anything else about it. But this was posted on Vermilion the other day. It got deleted very suspiciously, and it says Atrexus, a newcomer in the exploiting community. Now I'm going to turn around and say Atrexus is not a newcomer in the community. He's been around for a good amount of time. I'm not sure exactly when he joined, but I know he's been around for a minute. He knows quite a lot of OGs in the community, so I wouldn't exactly call him a newcomer. He's well known in the reverse engineering community, and this guy's basically saying that he's been in contact with Roblox's internal team. He's been trying to build up a good reputation, while at the same time he's been lying to them, saying that he's not associated with any executors on the market right now, but in reality he's allegedly been supplying injection methods to executors like Baylex. I wasn't able to get the LinkedIn URL to work, as it says all the chats related to the internal Roblox team were recorded on his LinkedIn. I'm not sure about anything to do with that. So yeah, I'm not really sure what has happened with Volt. It's still confusing to me, but that's all the information that I have for you guys. You know, I don't really have any other info to share. I have some DMs with Epherite and Shylock, but I feel like it's not relevant enough to even show those DMs. I just found it very suspicious. When I've spoke to Epherite in the past, he normally responds really quickly and stuff when AWP was around and in its prime. But for some reason, you know, I don't know what's going on with Volt, but Epherite, he just didn't respond that fast. Shylock ghosted me as well. So there's a lot of strange things going on. Please put your opinions in the comment section below. I'm very interested to hear what theories you guys have as well. I don't really have a theory personally. Honestly, I just want an executor that works, and I want a high quality executor that's worth the money, and hopefully we can get that soon. So that's about it for Volt. I don't really have anything else to talk about except for right now the Discord is back up, the API is back online, and hopefully we can be using Volt again soon. So for those that were saying exit scam, hold your tongues, bite your tongue for now. It doesn't seem like that's the case yet. We will have to find out. So now we are going to move on to Wave. What is going on with Wave? Wave is the longest standing paid premium executor on the market, and a lot of rumors have been going around recently that Shade is having legal action taken against him. And if you don't know who Shade is, he is the main developer / owner of Wave. There was a thread posted on Vermilion, which is the same thread that I just shown you guys a snippet of the Atrexus, and it says case 2 Wave. Wave, a prominent executor in the Roblox exploiting community for ages. So obviously it's, you know, it's the longest standing. Like I just said, it was one of the first premium executors to release, and I used to be a #1 Wave hater, but I got to give them credit. They've managed to stay updated for a long time, so I do have to give them credit. But Wave did make an announcement last night, just before I went to bed. They put, "Greetings, we wanted to take the time and say that we are still here. If you were aware about a recent thread posted on Verm, you might have a sense of what has been happening recently. We also wanted to take the time and share with you all that most of the information shared on that thread was false information regarding us and other businesses." So Wave, hopefully they're still here. I say that as, you know, I say that truthfully as someone that used to hate on Wave. At this moment in time, I'm just happy with any executors that we get given. As long as we can execute scripts on Roblox and the community stays alive, everything is good in my eyes. So comment down below what you guys think will happen with Wave. Will it end up updating? Will it not update until next year? I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully it updates ASAP. We'll move on to the next topic, which is Hydrogen has updated. Yes, the best executor on Mac devices. Honestly guys, I really want to buy a Mac Mini just so I can use Hydrogen. Like, Hydrogen is such a fire executor from everything I've seen. If you want to join it, the links will be in the description below for the Hydrogen Discord server. It's maintained by one of the OGs, ex-Gladius, and it's very interesting. So he said that, "Sorry for the major delay. Roblox made a ton of changes to their internal structure, which created a large burden when it came to updates. I created a system to dump and mathematically verify all pointer obfuscation," and then it's a bunch of reverse engineering nerd talk, which I don't understand because I don't reverse engineer Roblox, but I'm sure some of you watching this video will understand this, and that's pretty cool. So he's actually offering this to other developers as well. So he says, if you're a developer for iOS, Mac, Windows, Android, and you need real-time offsets, PTR obfuscation, and function addresses, let me know and I can provide via API. So that's very interesting. I'm pretty sure some people will take him up on that opportunity, especially because he's an OG. He's not just a random paster. He's been in the community for many years, longer than I've been in the community for. and he knows what he's doing. So shout out to Xgladius, shout out to Hydrogen. I absolutely love what the Hydrogen team are doing, and one day I hope to purchase a Mac Mini so I can actually showcase and use Hydrogen myself. So coming up to the final part of the video, I do want to take some time to talk about Potassium. It is true that Potassium is now using a kernel driver. What does this mean for Potassium? I'm not actually sure what it means for the longevity of the software itself. I do know that it's kind of embarrassing using a kernel driver for a user mode anti-tamper / anti-cheat, which is Hyperion. We all know Hyperion is still in user mode. Will it ever go kernel mode? Maybe one day. But hey, as long as Potassium survives, I'm happy with this change. Honestly, I've got no problems with this. As long as my laptop ain't going to start blue screening, I have no issues with this using a kernel driver. And who knows, maybe it will provide an extra layer of security from Hyperion ban waves. Who knows? I highly doubt it. We'll just have to find out when BitDancer eventually pulls the trigger. So Potassium is currently updated. You can purchase it from my store, rswear.store. It's currently down now, but it will be up shortly after recording this video. So anyone that uses Potassium, it is up, and it's using a kernel driver. So you will now have to disable certain security measures on your PC to be able to use this. So you will have to disable the Microsoft vulnerable driver block list. So the final thing we have left to talk about is server authority on Roblox. There's been another development on Roblox's side, and this was posted 19 hours ago by Roblox staff. We are launching server authority with latency compensation studio beta today. He said that the new APIs are finalized and will not change significantly before its final release. So does this mean that games will have server authority right now? No, it says right here, you should not publish your server authority enabled games as your players' clients will not yet have support for server authority, so your game will not work correctly. So this is going to be very interesting, and they've actually provided some really good information about server authority. They've made this little paragraph here called "Stop Cheaters, Not Gameplay." We've heard from you that building competitive games like FPS, sports, races is challenging when cheaters can exploit their client to fly, speed hack, or otherwise ruin the player experience. Server authority solves both problems by making the server the ultimate source of truth for your game's state. This fundamentally prevents entire classes of client-side exploits because the server validates player actions and rejects anything that breaks the rules. So teleporting, speed hacks, this is going to be a thing of the past with any game that decides to implement this into it. So you guys may remember, it says you could already set your game's network, and we have seen this before. Here's an example on screen right now, and you can see it was very laggy. A lot of people said, no way is this server authority, it's never going to work. So server authority is basically this, but a more advanced version, and there's no latency lag. So it's going to be near enough real time. It's going to use a combination of prediction and other things to make sure that it doesn't feel sluggish. And I get asked this question a lot: Mr. Exploit, what is server authority? How does it work? Well, here's a full explanation from Roblox themselves with a diagram so you guys can fully understand how server authority will work and how it communicates between the client and the server. Now, there are some YouTube videos. There's 2 YouTube videos that are really good that actually demonstrate server authority. It was made by maximumADHD, so shout out to him. He's a very talented developer on Roblox, and I recommend go checking out his server authority videos, as he does give it a little bit of a breakdown so you guys can fully understand how it will work when it's released into an actual public game. So yeah, a lot of things are happening right now. I didn't want this video to be too long because I don't want people sitting through an entire episode of Roblox exploit news. You know, it's probably going to be a 20-minute video by the time I'm finished, but this is the only way to cram everything into the video without dragging it on too long. I might have missed some points, I might have got some info wrong. Please correct me in the comments section if you found any discrepancies in this video, and I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I absolutely love the way the channel's been going so far. We should be in for a good few months. We'll see how long this lasts for. And hey, I'm going to start live streaming soon as well on a regular basis. There's going to be no set schedule. I'm just going to stream whenever I can be bothered to stream. So that's about it from me. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on notifications. Comment down below what you guys want to see next. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.